We worked on several things, but only one thing at a time. The first thing we did, we moved you back. And remember I said, chances are we moved you back. I bet your third step gets bigger. Your body will recognize you have more room. Bodies are smart. They don't want us fouling. So if you don't have room, you're going to have a super short step in there somewhere. Okay? The other thing we did, I got you to level. And to your body, that felt low because high felt level. Remember you said, am I trying to sync up my arm and my foot? And I said, don't even worry about it. Think down to the waist on one. When you think in the center of the ball we're talking about, see that's above the waist right there, right? So when you think down to the waist on step one, your body processes that thought and says, well, if you want it there, that means I'm going to have to move the ball without you trying to sync it up. Okay? And this is pretty synced up. If you watch your arm and your foot, there's no backward motion like there was earlier. And right there, that's pretty darn close. That's where we want you in step one. The elbow clear the side. You're not quite locked. The center of the ball is waist or belt level. Very nice. If we pull up the original shot, you start with a higher ball position, and when that ball is higher, it brings your elbow more forward, right? So you had room to come backward, and it was very subtle, but you did come backward a hair right there. So your body lied to you. Your body said you're moving your foot and your arm together, which I guess is not a lie, but what your body didn't tell you is they're moving opposite directions. Big difference where the ball is at the end of step one. I never said don't go up. I never said don't push late. I said down to the waist on one. Always tell your body what you want it to do instead of what you don't want it to do. Subconscious minds are very literal. They'll focus on the action of what they hear. If you put the word don't in front of the action, it doesn't matter. It still hears the action. Okay? So make sure it's always in the positive tense and you're telling your body what you want. Okay? So when it's up higher on one, it has to go out to come down on two. The other thing you did really well is you helped with your left hand on the left. I don't see your left hand. Okay. And the ball was in front of your body on two. Now we got the ball behind your body on two. So now there's less work. So it's a lot less work physically with the upper body in the second half. And that's what feels good. Initially, when you make a change like this, your body doesn't quite know what to make of it because it feels different and weird and wrong, but better. So it feels wrong, but better. So it takes your body a while to process, like, what am I feeling? Okay. Bodies are smart, though. They don't like working hard. And look at, you had a much better swing without even trying to have a much better swing. So that's the top of your backswing on the left. That's the top of your backswing on the right. Well, look where your left foot is. You didn't have time for more. Okay. It's the same timing at the end. The foot stops and the ball passes it. Okay. Over here, the foot stops and the ball passes it. You just didn't have to pull it as hard. And even at that, that's the end of both clips. You started having a better balance before we worked on your balance. So the imbalance of the foul line was a result more than a problem. We're trying to correct what causes the result you don't like instead of just trying to correct what you don't like. Okay? Pretty good. And watch your push rate. It was clearly in motion on all four steps. And see, you look less rushed. It's an odd sensation because to you, that feels quicker, but less rushed. That's weird wording, isn't it? When you were later, you might have felt slower in your motion, but more rushed. That's weird wording too. Slower, but more rushed. You can kind of see, like, you had to pull it backward and forward. Right? That's a lot of work. Much, much better motion here. Out, down, one. And you didn't have to think about the out. You just thought down to the waist. The out happened by itself. So right there, there's a little, the back toe's bent, so you have some weight on that back toe. So then we tried to get that weight off that back toe. Okay, and actually before we even tried that, we tried to get that back leg back so the knee wouldn't come forward. The more your knee comes forward, the more you pop up. So first we worked on keep the back foot down, but keep the leg back. That started to get you more stability, better balance. And at first, your body didn't know what to make of it. Okay? You see, your arm fell down, the leg didn't come in. Now, the foot didn't quite flip over. Your body didn't know how to do that yet. So we worked 2 shots on that. It was funny because the first one we tried the foot flip over, you could tell, like, nope, I had weight there. You felt it immediately. The second one was perfect. The third, fourth, and fifth one was like, you guys tricked me. I don't want to do that. And this is the one where the body said, I don't quite want to do that yet. But there's no weight on the back foot. Okay? So we kept working on that. And this one here, you had the foot flip over. Still with a good pressure weight. Still with a good ball position on 1, on 2. So ball position timing wise, we want waist to belt level on 1, pass your leg on 2. Top of the swing on 3. Back foot down, toes point left. That's a good position. Look at that. You stay down, you have a great knee bend. Your arm falls down, you still have balance on a knee bend. Really good. So again, it's a mental picture. The clearer picture you have of what you want to do, the clearer direction you're giving your body, that's your best chance of your body doing what you want. Doesn't mean it's always going to happen. We've got to play the percentages though. Okay? And this is about an hour before that shot. Okay? And you can see that little subtle backward motion right at the start. Okay? Right there. And then more pulling, more imbalance. This is the one you want to keep remembering. Okay? Now, what we don't see on the video is you were throwing more consistent shots and striking more, which is really why we're working on this stuff. All right, excellent job. Let's stop recording here.